What's up, comic fans? It is time for the preview show. This is the investigation. We're looking at the hottest books coming out this week, the week of 6/23, 6/22, if you're looking for those DC books at certain shops. But anyway, June 22nd, June 23rd, these are the books coming out. These are the hot books. We're going to get into them and those spec books right after this. Welcome back. All right, let's preview the books. Let's go through them. Number 1, we got Bitter Root. Number 14, this is the B cover. This is the Juneteenth cover. And it's about a $15 book right now in the secondary market. So if you see this at a shop and you can get it for cover and you're looking for a quick flip, here you go. Also, maybe worth holding on. You never know. Juneteenth is a national holiday. So, all right, let's get to the next spec book, and that's Checkmate number 1. This has the first cameo appearance of Damon Rose, an underworld assassin. Looks like it could be an interesting book. You got Brian Michael Bendis, so if you're a Brian Michael Bendis fan, you can jump on this. If you're not, he seems to be a polarizing figure, then you might not want to jump on this, right? But the one thing we can say for spec purposes is he does create characters that generate a lot of heat, i.e. Miles Morales and Naomi. Alright? So like I said, first cameo appearance of Damon Rose, an underworld assassin. In this one, you got Alex Maleev on art. And he's a pretty good artist. I like his stuff. So here you go. That's spec book number 2. All right, and this book guest stars. It says right here, Superman, Talia al Ghul, Robin, and cast. It says a cast of thousands. All right, that's a bit ambitious, but let's get into spec book number 3. This is Something Is Killing the Children number 17. I don't see it exploding right off the bat, but the cool thing about this is it is a glow-in-the-dark cover. I think it is officially the first glow-in-the-dark cover for Something Is Killing the Children, and it's cover B, so I like it. I'm looking forward to that little glow-in-the-dark horror action, right? Little double whammy there. As usual, we have the usual suspects on this book. It'll be James Tynion on art and Werther Del Edra. Sorry, James Tynion will be writing it, not on the art. The 4th, and Werther Del Edra on art. All right, and this variant cover is by Jung Jun Yoon. All right, and it is also continuing the origin story of Erica Slaughter, everybody's favorite monster hunter at the moment. All right. And the last spec book we got going out this week is Spawn Universe number 1. This is a one-shot that's going to introduce us to that Spawn universe with, I think it's King Spawn, and you'll have Gunslinger Spawn. And I guess there's a team book coming out later on. Maybe called Scorched or something like that. Anyway, this is Spawn Universe number 1. It's going to be double-sized. Alright, and this is what's going to lead us into those Spawn books that will be coming out by all different artists and writers, okay? And there's a ton of covers. J. Scott Campbell one, which is cover B, Gunslinger Spawn. It's probably the one I'm going to look to pick up. And there's I think this is cover E. That one's pretty cool. I don't know what the other ones are. I guess this is cover C. Another J. Scott Campbell cover. Anyway, Spawn Universe is coming, guys. Spawn Universe is coming, and we're gonna get a lot of cool covers. Alright, so that was or that is my spec list for the week. Alright, now let's look at those DC books. Alright guys, so we got Batman Detective 1038. Tech 1038 is still putting up Batman versus Mr. Worth. Looking forward to this book. Mariko Tamaki has been writing an excellent story. I think it's just humanizing Batman. Alright, what else we got? We got some Action Comics. Justice League number 63 continues with Bendis writing that. I've heard good things about that. What else do we have coming down the pipeline? You got Robin number 3. Robin continuing with his own solo journey. That should be pretty cool. If you get a chance to read this, go ahead. After issue 1, you'll probably want to continue for a couple more issues. Issue number 1 ends in such a great moment that you're like, ooh, I have to read the next one now. Alright, you got Batman Reptilian this week. Alright, that's a new book coming out for you Garth Ennis fans. Alright, Liam Sharp on the cover and on the interiors on this one. I think this is a book worth checking out. Alright, let's continue on. What else we got? We got Checkmate, like we said. That's a decent spec book with a first or a cameo appearance. Alright, you got Wonder Woman Black and Gold. That's a pretty cool book. Alright, look at that. Awesome cover. There are a ton of nice covers. Here's the Yannick Paquette. Alright, you got a Warren Lowe or Luau. What else you got here? You got a Joshua Middleton. Alright. Boosh. He kind of started, I think, the cover B craze. Right? Alright. And then let's look at the last of the books coming out this week. You got Mr. Miracle, you got Dreaming, you got Ruby. Let's go to Mr. Miracle, Source of Freedom number 2. Because you've got a first full appearance. And you've got a first cover appearance of the daughter of Mr. Miracle, right, and Big Barda, right? So Scott Free and Big Barda, and this is the first full appearance of Envir Free, right? So yeah, first cover. That could be worth something too. All right, now let's get into the rest of the books coming out from the other publishers, coming out on the 23rd. From Image Comics, we've got Ascenders continuing. You got that Bitter Root. You got that Juneteenth cover. Alright. Homesick Pilots returns with issue number 6. This will be the second arc for Homesick Pilots. I really enjoyed the first run through it. I thought the art was amazing. The story was really cool. A lot of good things about that, alright? I'm going to keep going. Philadelphia number 14 comes out. Rodney Barnes and Jason Sean Alexander are writing an excellent book right now about these vampires that have just taken over the Philadelphia area, and it's got history in it. It's up to date though with current American just culture. It's a good story. Philadelphia, definitely worth a pickup, definitely worth a read. Okay, ooh, look at this bad ass cover B. Whew. Hide the women and children, or just hide the children. All right. What else do we have? Radiant Black number 3 gets a third printing. Shadecraft number 3 gets a second printing. But Shadecraft also continues with number 4. Interesting story going on there with a girl whose brother is kind of a shadow. I don't want to say shadow demon, but he's a shadow something. Good story, Shadecraft. Spawn Universe, starting up a whole new Spawn universe of separate books. So I think there's going to be 4 different books. You're going to have your original Spawn book, and there's going to be like 3 others, including a team-up book. There's going to be a gunslinger book. Go ahead and check out Spawn Universe if you're a Spawn fan. Stray Dogs #1 gets a 3rd printing with another horror movie poster cover. They're just making it hard to collect all these books. They sold well. The B covers were the movie ones, and they sold so well. Now they're just doing like all the horror movies, movie posters as alternate covers. So it's a lot. It is a lot. Stray Dogs #4 gets a 2nd printing. Stray Dogs #5 comes out, and you've got that Friday the 13th movie poster. This is the series, or the mini-series finale. I really don't... I mean, it's a lot to cover to end this story right there. Alright. Anyway, Undiscovered Country is here. That looks like a really cool cover. And it looks like the story continues with another part of this undiscovered America, this America that went into isolation by our band of scientists and so forth, adventurers, scientists, hunters. Alright, let's get to Dark Horse. Dark Horse, Black Hammer Reborn for you Black Hammer fans. This is issue #1 of Black Hammer Reborn. Jeff Lemire did a cover B. A lot of times when Jeff Lemire does a cover, it tends to pop. So if you're looking for the popular cover, it's probably going to be the cover B, the Jeff Lemire cover, if you can find that. Alright, on to IDW. There's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles #118 for you Turtle fans. Star Wars Adventures is still there. As always, there's a Transformer book. Look at the Transformers Back to the Future #4 though. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Alright. Marvel Comics is up next. You've got Amazing Spider-Man #69. That's part of the Chameleon Conspiracy. Nick Spencer on that. Alright, that's a cool cover. Spider-Man's been solid, but not, to me anyway, not spectacular or amazing. But it's a good read if you're a Spider-Man fan. Just don't expect it to be the best book you've read in a while. Okay, you got Captain Marvel #29. I really like Captain Marvel. Kelly Thompson is doing a bang-up job with this series. There you see her and Doctor Strange doing some Doctor Strange weird stuff. Alright, moving on. You got Fantastic Four Life Story #2. You got Gamma Flight in its first team appearance in a book, in their own book. Gamma Flight #1. This is 1 of 5. You know, can the magic of Al Ewing continue with Gamma Flight? I guess we'll find out. Alright. Let's see. Let's keep the party going. Heroes Return #1 comes out of the Heroes Reborn series. Alright. You got Marvel's Voices of Pride #1 coming out. With Pride Month, you know, this will celebrate the community, the LGBTQ plus community. Alright, what else do we have? Well, you got a lot of Marvel Voices of Pride #1 covers. Alright, a couple of more books here. Got Reptile #2, Silk #4 or 5, Darth Vader #13, which is part of War of the Bounty Hunter series. It's a tie-in. Sword #6. Alright, and that's going to be part of the Hellfire Gala series. Spider-Man #2, Web of Spider-Man #2. Hey, that's already popping on the secondary market, by the way, so if you can get your copy in your shop tomorrow for cover, grab it. The book seems to be anywhere between $10 and $15 on the secondary market right now. So just go ahead and grab it. Why, you would ask? Don't know, but maybe people are expecting another couple of first appearances or something like that in this book. Who knows? All right, Wolverine continues on, and then we got some X-Men Legends. All right, Dynamite. Dynamite just usually has a ton of covers, lots of female heroines, and there you go. Red Sonja, right? Some Vampirella. All right, ton of stuff. Boom Studios. All right, let's get into Boom Studios. Dune for you Dune fans, Firefly for you Firefly fans. Good Luck #1 comes out, and this is a short series. I forget if it's 4 or 5 issues. But yeah, it deals with these unlucky kids who have to save the world. So there you go. Could be a fun read, right? That's an interesting situation. It's a 5-part series. The Many Deaths of Layla Starr #2 gets a second printing. That's a good series, guys. If you want, go check that out. Power Rangers continues on. Proctor Valley Road #3 gets a second printing. Proctor Valley Road, definitely a fun series too. Go ahead and read that. Grant Morrison's doing a bang-up job with that. Something is Killing the Children #17 continues on, and that is tying into the origin story of Miss Slaughter, Erica Slaughter. All right, who doesn't want some origin story in their life? And cover B is a glow-in-the-dark cover, and that is one that I think has some future potential. I don't know. All right, now let's get into the last of the books. Every other book coming out this week. See if we missed anything. All right, Blue Flame #2 comes out. Anything else? Electric Black #1 gets a second printing almost 2 years later. It's a little anthology horror series. This is going to be a cartoon series coming out. Not sure which channel, but could be worth a grab just for that. A horror anthology cartoon series. I'm in. Alright. Here you can see plenty of other books. If you see something you like, go ahead and feel free to pause the video, see what it is, and then continue on. Alright. What else we got? Anything I missed? If there's something you think I missed, go ahead and throw it in the comments. I will be sure to check it out. MFKZ is out. That was a Netflix movie. This is the comic continuation of it. I have not seen it, but now I am interested in at least watching the movie. Lots of covers too. That one looks like something people are excited about. Nuclear Family #5 comes out. Anything else we got going on? We're almost towards the end, guys. Thank you for sticking with me. If you stuck with me to this point, much appreciated. All right, and so that's it. Those were the books this week. Again, if I missed something, go ahead and let me know. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell. Go ahead and throw me a like if you like the content, and make sure to comment down below so we can talk about it, especially if I missed the book coming out this week that I should be checking out. All right, comic fans, do what you do, because I'm going to do what I do. I'm going to go get my books this week. Peace!